There's a paragraph here which I will not read, um, at least in its entirety, for obvious reasons. It would be too offensive for me to read it. It was written by a black man in America, and I think everyone should read that. This is the most. This is. I have to, even though probably I shouldn't, to be prudent, but I have to tell you that this is the section that bowled me over. That is the reason that I'm giving it to you, because it is such a challenge and it's so brilliantly um, it makes such an important moral point. And again, I won't read the whole thing because it would be offensive for me to read it. But it starts out with this paragraph: "A true and worthy ideal frees and uplifts a people." This is an Enlightenment idea. Here we see that DuBois is connected with Kant and Wollstonecraft and the founding documents of the French Revolution and the American Revolution. A true and worthy ideal frees and uplifts a people. A false ideal imprisons and lowers. Say to men earnestly and repeatedly, honesty is best, knowledge is power. Do unto others as you would be done by. Say this and act it, and the nation must move toward it, if not to it. Very Kantian ideal, right? That is, it will get, if you repeat the fundamental moral truths of the world, and you let people know them, and you make this your battle cry, the nation will move towards it. Maybe not to it, right? That's the distinction that Kant makes between an age of enlightenment and an enlightened age. An age of enlightenment is moving toward it, which is maybe the best we can hope for, right? Very Kantian. But to say the one virtue is to be white, and the people rush to the inevitable conclusion, and there, you know, like a bomb going off. And I hesitate to emphasize it, but it bowled me over because I think that he's right. That is, if you repeat the fundamental simple truths of justice and morality, honestly and sincerely, then the world, I mean, Kant is right. I think the world will eventually move towards them. But if you repeat something like the one virtue is to be white, or some other similarly racist or nationalistic or other kind of hateful creed, then this is what people will think, right? And this is an indictment of it's an indictment of America for sure, but it's also just pointing out how terribly things can go wrong um, when instead of the principles of justice and morality, we're led by some really kind of crazy and insane doctrine like racial superiority. An amazing passage. It's so challenging and it's ugly, but he's, I think, revealing an ugly truth, an unfortunate and ugly truth that has to be acknowledged.